This segment is being brought to you by Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife. All right, welcome back, everyone. Southern Woods and Waters. We have with us Frank G. I told you he's one of the finer artists in Middle Tennessee. He is. Frank, you do an awesome job. I mean, I was impressed with all of that.
Thank you.
You had several paintings on display, and mainly about outdoors. But I don't think people realize you're an avid fisherman in your own right.
I am.
You've been doing this quite a while, too.
Well, I live on Old Hickory, so, you know, during
But that doesn't stop you, because I know for a fact you go all over the place
I do.
fishing.
I am primarily a creek fisherman. I seek places where no one goes.
Yeah.
Bigger fish.
Bigger fish, that's right. And a lot more of them, too.
That's right. That's right.
They're not afraid to show themselves.
That's right.
Now, what is your favorite, though? Because I know you do smallmouth, you do largemouth, you do rockfish, you do rainbow, browns.
One of my favorite fish to catch is black perch or the rock bass, the common rock bass.
Yeah,
red eyes, yeah.
Some people used to call them, where I'm from, called goggle eyes.
Goggle eyes, same thing.
Same thing. That's
Love
like
it.
white perch, crappie, what's the Louisiana?
Sac-a-lac.
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 Yeah. Sac-a-lac. And, but we call them black perch, white perch, black nose, crappie, sac-a-lac. It's got several names to it, but the only thing I like is don't call me late when you cook them.
They're sure good eating.
There are. Now this goggle eye or red eye that we call, or black perch, people don't realize that is a delicacy in its own self.
Well, most of them are not very big, but they're just fun to catch because you're in the creek, it's crystal clear, and you can see them come out behind rocks and grab your jigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
it's a visual part.
Now, if they could weigh 4 or 5 pounds, what do you think the fight would be like?
It'll be great, but they poop out after a while.
They do.
Yeah, they do. And you know, I caught the state record and ate the darn thing.
That's right. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. He actually caught the state record. Wow.
2.5 pounds.
And ate it before he realized he just ate the state record. Dorothy, did you tell him that?
Wish I'd known.
No, that was before I met Dorothy.
Oh, okay. But I tell you what, that's a big.
Oh,
It's a big fish.
That's a giant.
It's a giant. Yeah.
And
in fact, I thought it was a smallmouth because it was just black in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, have you caught muskie or pike or anything like that in some of these streams? That
I have caught a tiger muskie in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And I have a rubbing of it too. It's almost 40 inches.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Your favorite fish of all time to catch, though, you still like the black perch?
Well, between the black perch, crappie, rainbow trout, largemouth, I like them all.
He likes them all. This show could last 4 or 5 hours.
That's right.
Listening. But I tell you what I love about it is you do renditions and paintings and all that of all your catches.
Right.
And he brings that's his memories. Instead of just taking photographs, and he does take photographs, don't get me wrong, but he also paints them. And they're all over his home and his studio, and you can check him out. But Frank, how can other people get a hold of you?
Just Google Frank G.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
and my
Google Frank G.
website will come right up.
At frankg.com. That'd be a great place to go. Hey, we got some calls. Let's go to line 1 is Ransom.
Yes.
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
Hey, need to talk to Chris for just a second.
Go
How you
right
doing,
ahead. He's
Ransom
right here.
Andrews? How are you, boy?
Hey, Chris, I need a phone number to contact.
615-804-7559.
804
7559.
7559.
Yeah.
All right, I sure appreciate that. Hey, by the way, I met Frank out at number 1 several times, taking pictures, and he knows my brother-in-law, Gerald Morgan. They're both artists, and they're great.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Well, thank you so much, Ransom.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we got Terry. Terry, how can we help you tonight, Terry?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Hughes?
Not much, brother. We're doing great.
I know that's right. Man, is anything biting down at Cheatham Dam right now?
There's your man right there.
Has
Biting
been
at
rockfish
Cheatham?
running or anything?
Well, Cheatham right now is probably going to be a little bit out of the question with the volume of water that's going through right now. Actually, coming over the Cumberland this evening on the way in here, I wouldn't chance it. I mean,
Okay.
Well, now, let's tell the truth. It's like 40 degree, 41, 42 degree water.
it's probably
It's
going to be in
muddy.
the 30s down here.
Yeah, and it's muddy.
41 at the dam at Priest. It's 41 at the dam at Old Hickory. They're not letting it out through the top. They're bringing it out through the bottom.
So it's going to be cold.
colder.
Cold, muddy
Cold,
water.
muddy
Stay at home.
Stay home.
Keep the fire going. Throw that log
Even though
in.
it's going to be gorgeous out this weekend. Now,
Them rockfish was always biting. I didn't know. This time
well,
of year they was.
now the rockfish, if you're going to go below Cheatham for the rockfish, you could probably catch them on a A-rig, throwing it out in the current, letting it drift. With big swim baits on it, you might be able to do pretty good doing that. If you are going to get out on Cheatham this weekend, the back bays will be warming up and the crappie are moving back.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's another avenue that you can get out there and do.
I didn't hear you.
That was my question, and I said, y'all have a great night.
Thank
All right,
you,
you
sir.
too.
We appreciate it very, very much. And we got Brooklyn. Brooklyn, how can we help you?
I was wondering what time turkey season started and what was the best thing to hunt with.
Well, what
The last
opening-
Saturday of March.
the last Saturday of March is opening day in
Opening
Tennessee.
day of turkey season.
And
how old is
How
Brooklyn?
old are you, Brooklyn?
I'm 10.
20 gauge.
20 gauge.
You want a 20 gauge? It'll shoot a 3-inch shell,
Yes, sir.
at least a 3-inch.
With at least number 4 shot.
Number 4, number 5, one of the two. I wouldn't go anything smaller than that.
New.
But I go number 4, number 5. And Brooklyn, show that you have discipline and do not take a shot further than 30 yards.
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you,
luck to you.
Brooklyn. All right, we have who? Deborah. Deborah, how can we help you tonight?
Well, my husband was at the boat show this weekend, and he was trying to find me a T-shirt for breast cancer. And we hunt and fish all the time, and I would like to have a T-shirt that's pink or whatever to show it's a breast cancer for hunting and fishing.
Okay. I didn't get around very much, but I didn't see any either.
I didn't see any at all.
I didn't.
Bass Pro Shops may have something.
Deborah, we have Southern Woods and Waters T-shirts, but none of ours are pink. Of for breast cancer, we do it for the show. But I did not see. But I'll tell you a website that you need to go to, and that's GanderMountain.com, and they have pink Under Armour, pink Realtree, pink everything for breast cancer awareness. And they have
I wanted a Southern Woods and Water.
then we're going to have to work on that one.
Well, I really
That's
think
in the-
what
that's
she's getting
gonna
at,
be-
she wants her a nice free T-shirt to wear, Hugh, and you
That's
better
right.
get on it.
I'm
There you
going to
go.
get on that, Deborah. I promise you, Joy. Let's handle it. That's how you get things done. You get Joy to do it. But you are correct. We need to do that, and we will. Now that you've come out publicly, we're going to have to either do it or eat crow.
Yes.
Yes, that's true,
so
because we love hunting and fishing and everything, and all my stuff is like, pink for the breast cancer, and I wanted Southern Woods and Water.
Well, I
T-shirt.
got to tell you who I think this is now. Is this the Alabama girls?
No, I'm in Tennessee.
I know, but are y'all big time Alabama fans?
No.
Okay, then it's not them.
That was
But I
almost
tell you what,
insults,
Deborah,
Hugh.
we had a couple of girls that came up that
Almost got
asked
in
for the
trouble.
same thing, asked for breast cancer awareness T-shirts, and they said to say hello to them at the show, and I forgot about it till just then. but they were Alabama fans. And Frank,
She can get a breast cancer research through the Fly Fisher Woman of Tennessee. They have a club and they raise money for breast cancer victims and whatever.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so if you Google it's
She wants a Southern Woods
Oh,
Waters
okay.
pink shirt.
Yeah.
We got to work on that.
oh, she-
She can have
We're
two.
watching you right now.
That's right. Well, we're gonna work on it. I promise. Okay.
And you can see
Okay,
him
that's
sweating that
fine.
one.
Thank you, Deborah. We appreciate it. And we have who now? Haley? Katie? Katie?
Oh, Lord, yes, this is Miss Katie.
Hi, Miss Katie. How are you doing?
Oh, fair to middling, fair to middling.
Oh, that's awesome.
How y'all doing?
We're doing great. How can we help you tonight?
Well, now, dear, you know how that river, it turns
Yeah.
where that ice comes off the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then it looks really weird when you're sitting on the boat. Then you go, oh, Lord have mercy. All going or what? Now, how around the time do you think that happens?
You're talking about when the lake turns over?
Well, the river does it too.
Well,
dear.
yeah, I meant all bodies of water do, but it's from the oxygen content is what causes it. Now, it can be in the summer, it can be in the spring, it can be in the winter, it can be in the fall.
All right. And
What
usually
happens
it's around
is-
the springtime.
Well, what happens
When I
is the
jumped in
oxygen.
and that's when the Lord said no.
That's right. But when the oxygen levels reach a certain point, what it actually does is it lifts from the bottom and just switches with the top. And they call it turning over. And it's from the oxygen contents is what causes it. But it's something that happens most of the time. It just happens a couple of times a year, but I've seen as much as 6 and 7 times a year in certain bodies of water where the oxygen just flips. And
Like
it's
up there around Dale Hollow,
Oh, yeah.
you know, Center Hill.
all bodies of water do it. All of them. They all go through it. So it's just part of the season, I think. It's just where the oxygen weight is lighter and then the water density, and it flips. And it's just because of all that trapped oxygen below the thermocline, below the thermocline. It gets trapped down there, and it actually is lighter than the top, so it actually just does a flip. And a lot of
Yeah,
times,
it does a big flip.
and you'll see a lot of times it'll turn brown, like an oily brown.
Yes.
Well, that's when you know it's done it, and you know you're going through it. Fishing is not real great at that time because the fish are confused. They don't know whether to be at the bottom or top. So,
Lord, I'm sitting on the boat and I'm confused. I can't imagine being a fish.
that's right. Well, Miss Katie, we hope that answers you. Thank you so much.
God bless you, huh?
Thank you. All right, we had some awesome calls and some, I was glad we can answer some of these. We try to answer them as best we can, and if we don't know the answer, we'll try and find you the answer. Just like those pink breast cancer T-shirts, we're going to have to find an answer, George, real quick on that one. So, but great calls. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you, Frank. Our next segment here, we're going to do a recipe of the week. But now, when's your first tournament, Chris?
Our first tournament starts on
25th of March.
the 25th of March.
And you said you're going to have it where? Old Hickory or
Oh Hickory Lake is our first tournament. Yes.
daytime tournament?
Daytime tournament, safe flight to 3 p.m.
Okay.
And everyone that goes onto our website, which our website is http://seniorsteambasstrail.com, and they can download the schedule, the registration form, the rules. We even got a payout on there based on 60 boats
Okay.
for the regular season and the fish off.
Okay.
We're also a not-for-profit organization.
All right.
We're not making any money off this.
So 100% goes back.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes.
We got to take a break. We got to visit some of our fine sponsors. When we come back, the one I've been waiting for this entire hour, Dorothy G, has got these magnificent chocolate-covered crackers. Hurt back.
Is it out
Quick,
to my
before they go.